Back here in the second intermission as we're tied 2-2 between Plymouth State and Castleton University. We're now joined by Plymouth State head coach Mykul Haun. Coach, thank you for joining us as always.
Perfect. Thanks for having me in.
Coach, kind of an up and down game for both teams as we've seen the first two periods. Castleton get a shot off in the first 10 seconds, but your team able to weather the storm. Are you happy with how your team has kind of battled back all afternoon?
Yeah, you know, it's tough. Back-to-back games, I mean, we all have them, and so does Castleton, so they're in the same boat as us, but it's digging a little bit deeper and being a little more focused. It's not working harder, it's working smarter, and I think that sometimes we forget that and we try to do too much because we feel like we have to, because they're maybe not getting enough oxygen to the brain because it's a long weekend and, you know, maybe some long shifts in and out of there. So, you know, I'm not satisfied. You know, I'll take it right now, being 0-0 going into the third for the last 20, especially on home ice. I think that helps us out. But, you know, I hope to come out here in the third period and have a little more jam in our game.
Once again, Evans from the point sets up your first goal with a tip by Jacobs in front, but that gave Brandon another assist, which makes her the all-time point scorer here in Plymouth State history. What can you be said about her play for your team?
Yeah, she's really stepped up big time here offensively. You know, coming into the season, you know, we had a couple meetings before the season started, and you know, my expectation was that she'd be one of our leading, if not our leading scorer this year. I saw what she had to offer, and it fits into the system that I like to run here. And you know, she's really kind of taken it, and we give her a lot of opportunities out there, and she earns it, and she gets out there and gets it done. And you know, I'm really happy for her. I'm happy for our program, and I'm happy for the way that we're going. And you know, hopefully our younger players can see that and think that they can get to that level as well.
Mariah Troop in net has been outstanding so far with some big saves in the second period. What can be said about her play from your standpoint this game?
She's consistent. She really comes out and plays, and she brings it. We haven't asked more above what her pay grade is, and she just comes in and gets it done. You know, she's going to give you the solid save here and there. The first one, you know, I think she wanted to have back, and we talked about it, and so she needed to come out maybe on her angle a little bit. But besides that, I think she's playing a phenomenal game here, doing really well, making some good saves, controlling her rebounds, and putting them into the right areas. And I think, you know, it's a shame because she's played so well, and we didn't box out on that last goal. And the last under minute, you know, you never want to give up a goal in the last minute because it kind of gives you a bitter taste in your mouth going into the third. But, you know, if we start picking up some sticks and boxing out in front and kill this penalty off here, I think we're going to be in a good spot.
Coach, lastly, before we send you back into the locker room, you guys are doing well getting on the counterattacks, but struggling when play gets set up in your own zone. What kind of changes are you going to make going into the third period?
We just have to be smarter. You know, it's really reading the plays and not doing too much. Our defensive scheme and our setup and our D zone is really meant for our defensemen and our centers to really kind of control the pace. And, you know, sometimes if the wings get down a little bit too low and we get a little bit kind of out of position, it kind of throws everything off. So, you know, it's just some small adjustments and just making sure everybody's communicating. And I think especially on a, you know, this is the sixth period in less, you know, in 2 days. So for them, it's a lot of hockey, and they just have to be smart, take quick shifts, make sure the puck gets out of the zone. It's not really about icing the puck. It's just getting the pressure out and alleviating that so we can come back and, you know, make some good plays when we get opportunities.
Coach, thank you for your time as always. Best of luck in the third period.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.